was on my deathbed, about, what, 74? I was there in the hospital dying. And I woke up, Art Blakey had my hand, he said, if you die, I'll kill you. Really?
Next Tuesday, family and friends remember Charlie Mingus.
He wasn't just a black man per se. He was black, Chinese, Russian, Greek, you know, it was a lot mixed in.
Backstage once I heard him say, the black audience is not paying me. I get my money from the white audience. So that's who I'm playing the music for.
He drew, he painted, he designed clothes, he took photographs, he wrote a book. He wrote music, and he was expressing himself at all times.
Sounds of Surprise, next Tuesday, 10:50, here on 4.
And allow a lot of behavior that we don't accept for ourselves in somebody like Mingus. And that's all that I would ask of an audience watching a film like this, is that they sit back and before they judge, they try to understand just what goes into creating art and the kind of pain and torment that somebody like Mingus went through.
You shooting, right? I'm trying to tell you, like, see, I didn't know education, Tommy. So what really happens is that these people, when they did the lease for this joint that you see me thrown out of, they were supposed to have good attorneys that had education to be sure that if they moved me from the place where if I had stayed 2 more years, where they're building the new Bellevue Hospital, they would have had to find me a place. In the meantime, they moved me here and they said they haven't got, the lease was bad. But they goofed, not me.
What does your eviction tomorrow have to do with J. Edgar Hoover?
Hoover? Yeah. I mean, when I call him, I've always written him. Anytime something go wrong, inform all the fellas, all the white folks, let them know that I'm trying to be a good boy. It makes that funny because I've got a feeling that maybe I speak for more than just myself.
Who are you speaking for?
Well, I think most Negroes won't tell you, but I think most Negroes won't tell you they feel the same. I got a feeling that ain't no Negro get a chance to do it because I haven't got a chance. If I can get the way they throw me out, if I didn't have no name, like if I wasn't Charles Mingus, I'd have been out. I probably wouldn't even got to go to court. I got a feeling that most Negroes feel that way up front.
What's the gun for?
Somebody robbed me. The second day after I got in here, they beat me for my watch. A lot of money.
Tell us what happened in Europe.
What do you mean? If you want me to jump to that, I'll tell you what, Tom. I felt in Europe, and particularly in the Nordic countries, is that what you call them? That there was a Nazi. I feel as much as I feel it now. Piano player friend of mine, Yellow Hip from Germany, was there when she said she saw the beginnings of it. This was 8 years ago, she taught me here in New York. The beginning of Hitler's so-called rise. And how you walk out a door, you see a friend of yours laying down dead because you heard the machine guns go across the street. And you see the Gestapo, the cops, at that time they used the police uniform with the boots on, stand over the guy, and they said, stand back. So the kids would think, gee, what the hell did he do? He's a pretty nice guy. And so she said she felt cool until one day she walked out. There was someone so close to her that she knew every move he'd done. He couldn't have been a bad person, political or anything. They just had killed someone that was close to her. Her family got her out. She was Jewish German. And she's a great piano player. She's better than Toshiko, incidentally. You really Yellow Hip? Yutta Hip. Yeah, you told me about it. Yeah. But when Eric and I went to Germany 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we couldn't eat or drink or nothing. The whole thing was, well, checking the hotels, the room was dirty. They weren't cleaned. George Ween, our manager, who was booking us there, was Jewish. He spoke the language, so we asked him to come downstairs to explain to these people that our rooms weren't clean. When he got downstairs, everybody stood at attention. The elevator operator, the desk guy behind the desk, and then said a word to him. He spoke in German, you know. Jackie Bide was there. Tell you all about it. After that is when it began to happen. They put swastikas on Eric's door. This is one of mine, but most people don't stand at my door too long. I show you about doors. People shouldn't stand at my door too long. Not after make me feel not wanted. Want me to show you something? Yeah. Why you shouldn't? Go on, I'll show you something. I'll show you. It's a nice little thing. You want to shoot this? I'll shoot this. This is very interesting. But you need a spotlight, though.
Where you going?
No, show you how it works.
In the back room?
Yeah.
You don't have lights back there.
No. Just you point one in the closet here. Oh, these in there. This cat's in the way. You can't do it in there. No, this is a trap. You should shoot that trap, though, Tom. You can put a couple of spotlights in there. See what happens is there's a hole that the barrel goes in, you dig? And this is stationary to the door. Why? This is the same kind of kill Kennedy, you know. This might be, in fact, this may be one of the ones they used. I'm sure they have several, huh? I mean, to get one man, you gotta have more than one marksman there, right? You get these for about $7.75. This is with a sight on it and all that, through the mail. I'm pretty sure this is one of the kinds that killed him.
Who killed him?
What's a gangster?
What's a gangster?
Yeah, it was a gangster. What's in that cloth that sticks together? You put together the safest part, you zap, you put it apart, you know, no buttons. I got an invention for zippers and things. You just zap right straight down, you know. I got a commercial ad. I was thinking about an ad for on a TV set. Woman comes around and said, "Is your life lonely and unhappy? Try our new zap dresses." Then it shows the chick. Guy turn it down. She walks in and says, "See my new zap dress?" He said, "What do you mean zap?" Zap. Next time, you know what happens? He's, you know, very happy and fella's happy. Says, you know, we'll put these things on the market. How to get zapped. They really made, you know, like you break a rib or something, they put them on there, see? It's kind of bandage thing. No buttons in it. It's crazy. It's cloth just sticks together. 100 times a pull. I'm with you, son. Drunk. I see. Hold it a second, he says. Hold it a second.
Do me a favor and walk over to that wall over there.
Yes, sir, boss. Walk over to the wall, he says.
Now, right there. Recite pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, the white flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of America. When they say black or Negro, it means you're not an American. I pledge allegiance to your flag. Not that I have to, but just for the hell of it, I pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the white flag, with no stripes, no stars. It is a prestige badge worn by a profitable minority. Yeah, I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to see that someday they will live up to their own promises to the victims that they call citizens. Not just the black ghettos, but the white ghettos, and the Japanese ghettos, the Chinese ghettos, all the ghettos in the world. Well, I pledge allegiance, all right. I can pledge a whole lot of allegiance. You think I'm jiving? I'm not. If this is an ism that I have to die for by my beliefs and what I've seen and how I've suffered in this goddamn society called America, well, let somebody use one of those. Not that I'm that important. Kennedy was important, but hey, incidentally, what Yoda Hip said is more than coming true. I mean, you think about Abraham Lincoln, you know? You know how hard it is to kill a guy like Kennedy? You can't have one of these. It takes about 20 to get a guy like Kennedy. You have to put them in specific places, specific times, to rehearse the cats, give them enough food, they have to know how much food, how many hours, all the things that could go wrong by the time that this cat may arrive on the spot. The other hip was wrong. Because they didn't kill any great leaders that I know of. See, I'm not from Germany. Perhaps they did. Perhaps there was a Kennedy killed. But for society to sit by and say, well, Johnson killed Kennedy, or he had it done with some hoods, that's cool. But to let it go any farther, I can't talk right. They didn't teach me how to talk. That's one of the things that we got to do, is to teach us how to talk. But now and then we talk, you know, if it's important. I'm trying to say something to you, Tom, because it's important.
Go over there and break that rope. That's important.
Why that rope? That rope is simple.
Defend yourself, man.
No. That's not my bag. Don't misunderstand me, man. See, if I was going to do this to you, it'd be something else. Then, like a star. Someone robbed me. They broke in and took everything when I moved in this first day.
Who robbed you?
Friends or enemies, I have no idea. But it had to be a friend because they went right to my jewel box. Had to be someone that knew me. And someone, not a friend, but someone close. I don't, you know, my father was a master of these things. I know very little about guns. But you can learn. I mean, anybody can kill somebody, I guess. Something I've done. This might do you in. Just for the hell of it, Tom. Don't get frightened now. Lucky you. It take all day getting this damn thing. This is as ancient as well, I'm gonna shoot it. A gun. We're just acting, right? Yeah, everybody can. That's what I said to Tom. Hey, Tom, you dig that, man? That's not bad for not aiming. My country, 'tis of the sweet land of slavery. You probably remember the FBI, but I'm all for it. I always want, you know, incidentally, basically I'm a cop. Most kids are cops and soldiers.
Are you a kid?
Yeah, if you never get a chance to get an education, what else can you be? Education means age. Don't let it happen here, please. One day they came and they took the communists, and I said nothing because I was not a communist. Then one day they came and they took the people of the Jewish faith, and I said nothing because I had no faith left. One day they came and they took the Unionists, and I said nothing because I was not a Unionist. One day they burned the Catholic churches, and I said nothing because I was born a Protestant. Then one day they came and they took me. And I could say nothing because I was as guilty as they were for not speaking out and saying that all men have a right to freedom. Pull that rope and break that rope. Pull it then. Don't slam it. Pull this way. Pull hard. Get all the way out and just pull it. Now pull.
Oh, I'll do it. You help me.
No, I'm not gonna help. Now, take both hands and pull it. Just pull. Just pull this way. Pull. Don't fall now. Pull. Come here, I'll show you something. You did it. See, you gotta just, the whole thing is just to hold tight and do it. Quick.
I do it to small pieces.
It seems natural, but it's nothing to do with acting and all that. You gonna whip me?
Yes.
Why'd you whip me if I never whip you? Well, that's a strong woman. You might as well do it right then. You know, you might as well stand up and get a real good aim, you dig? Because here's what you do it, dig? Let go, watch the end. All right, watch it.
I want to stay with you. I can break the rope.
Huh?
I can break the rope.
Yeah, now she'll break the rope. Boy, women or something like that. Yeah, she'll play the game with. And that is a perfect specimen of one just about to become a woman. She played the game. I can't break it. I can't break it. Help me, Daddy. And then when she gonna help her, she gonna do you in.
Tell me about women.
I'll tell you about it. I think women can save the world. I mean, this is women uniting together. Most men are basically jealous. Even the ones that want money and the warriors. I got a funny feeling that if they felt the women are going to expose themselves to the public, like the policemen and the busters and the girls down there, they're not worried about the girls that's showing their bosoms on the club on 52nd Street. They worry about what their daughters be doing if this got loose in the society. Sex, you know, how they got here. If they was to show them, expose themselves, they're saying, well, what would my daughter do? Or my wife, for you know. In fact, what is his wife doing? That's what most of them are worried about. Where's the wine? Now pull it. No, put my neck. Wait a minute, let me tie it first.
Present this year's Prince's Trust concert, starring Phil Collins and Paul Young. Curiosity Killed the Cat, Elton John, Midge Ure, Mark King, Bryan Adams and more. A host of stars live on the Prince's Trust concert album. You can save £1 on this and all Our Price albums, cassettes and CDs with Pepsi.
All these machines are technologically similar, except one, Zanussi's new jet system. In cleaning tests, it used less water, less energy, less time. To achieve this, every critical component had to be changed, except one. The one that ensures outstanding cleaning results. Aerial automatic, the vital component.
For beautiful hair, enhanced with body and shine, you need a conditioner that responds to your individual needs. Silkion's self-adjusting conditioner acts only where needed. What's not needed rinses clean away. Silkion's conditioner. For beautiful hair, turn to Silkion's.
I've got a gum that's Wrigley Spearmint gum. For me, it's the chew, it's my number one. It's so minty cool, minty through and through it. It tastes so great, you just love to chew it. Wrigley Spearmint gum. Cool, fresh taste, share it with someone. It's so minty cool, minty through and through it. Tastes so great, you just love to chew it. Tastes so great, you just love to chew it.
If you have a good business idea, why not get a proposition together and talk it over with the Royal Bank of Scotland? They may be able to help you turn it into a reality instead of just a pipe dream. The Royal Bank of Scotland.
A fabric conditioner which puts a little bit of springtime into your family's lives. Only Lenore adds its springtime freshness to everything you wash.
I got here. I remember my daddy when he came, and my mother. They came together, and I dug where they was. I said, Jesus, Moses Christ, let me out of here and tell the people what my father and mother experienced together. Wow. Hey, Tom, you little hip in that. You like them shorter they come, the better they fall, huh? Yeah, well, I got one of them too, you know. But the thing about it is that I was thinking of my daughter. I saw a couple of kids now, 13, 14 years old. She's only 5, but I was thinking of kids with their grandma and grandpa walking down the street, going to buy some clothes. Well, it seems cool, like, you know, like a little kid gonna show her legs and things, you dig? That's expected, but when you find adults still doing it, and they know they got rapes and things going on in society, the society got Playboy magazines and nude magazines where they show titties with no pimples, broads don't have no blood in their veins. That's another story. Yeah, it's pretty hell, I gotta lose that. I would've lost that if it had my school. Well, we get it again. Tom probably work it out. Yeah. Hey, you want some wine, man? Yeah. You have some, too. I got a right to give my daughter some wine. She's been drinking wine all her life, you know. Some cat be thinking you're going to take my daughter out to get a drunken baller, you dig? She's drinking one at the table. You remember Fifth Avenue? Those are the good old days now. The Cadillac, chauffeur, limousine, all that. You miss it?
Yeah.
I don't. It was a good game while it went on. A lot of fun.
I'm missing it because, you know what, White say when me and Eric sleep, but
Yeah.
not the door. I liked it, so that's why I miss it. I want to move back.
You do? You won't get back. If you dig Fifth Avenue, Sutton Place, that's where you're gonna live. I mean, if I gotta kill somebody to get you there, I'll kill him. You dig it? That sounds funny, don't it, to be put on saying that. What do you think about it? I mean, what I mean is an army, like, you know, you go to war, people kill for locations, right?
Yeah, you know what?
So, I mean, if I go join the army and kill some people, you know,
Hey, remember I was a little baby, it was peace and quiet,
yeah.
without...
That was a neighborhood. It was like that in Harlem, too. Remember you lived in Harlem? You know, my mama could pass for white, you know? I mean, she may be, for as I know. She's whiter than, what's that guy from Harlem? The one, the minister, Clayton Powell? Is he white? I'm not sure. I know that she's whiter than her mama's whiter than he is. And he's whiter than most white people. clothes. This is the base. Mingus fingers. Oh, no. So this thing got cracked. Ah. Well, the hell, this got tore up. See, I think the sex is a sort of survival, like a religion. As you go into, like you go to church, you should say your mass and everything, be ready to touch death in life. Just let it be natural. Just a man and woman touch for a few days, 3, 4. With a man, there's no effort on his part to have to hold back. It comes natural because he feels the woman's gonna be there. I've challenged many a woman, and that's when I find out if they love me now. I say, give me 3 days. 3 days and 3 nights. 24 hours. Count the clock. And if I let go of my scene in them 3 days, or if I lose my erectness, you know, Pithecanthropus erectus, hear that tune? If I lose that in 3 days and 3 nights, then you got a right to get up and go with no complaints. I said 3, but I was asking for the minimum. I don't know why them 3 bothers people. 3, I guess it's got something to do with death. Jesus said he rise in 3 days. Well, I said I'd lay for 3. I'm serious, man. If somebody could come the way my father and mother come to make me feel, because see, I have the whole feeling they had. When I'm getting in the morning to go to eat or whatever it is, if I can find my component, you know, like you you take a light and you screw it into the socket, you dig? Well, this thing ain't nothing by itself, you dig? But if you find its component, it lights up, right? Well, that's the way it is, man. If I can find some woman, a nymphomaniac, I guess they call them in this country, but someone who's got time out to make a little love, to sit still and not run away, then I think we both could grow and mature and become adults out of this togetherness. Yeah, you're right, Tom. I've been invading. My religion is that everybody should settle down, kiss, love. In fact, I teach, my wife keeps away from my daughter because I teach her, I tell her, every time I see her. Hey, Carolyn, where you go to school?
It's 188.
No, why you go?
Because it's important.
Yeah, what you gonna do when you grow up, when you get out of school? Xander? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to his house with Mommy and play with them.
No, when you're old enough. Man. What we talk about? You gonna love one man or a lot of men?
One man.
How many?
One.
Solid. This mule ain't from Moscow. This mule ain't from the South. This mule's had some learning, mostly mouth to mouth. This mule could be called stubborn and lazy, but in a clever sort of way, this mule could be working, waiting, and learning and planning for a sacred kind of day. The day when burning sticks and crosses is not mere child's play, but a madman in his most incandescent bloom, whose lovely soul is imperfection and his most lustrous groom. So stand fast, young woman. Soothing contemplation, thy burning hole and aching thigh. Your stubbornness is of the living, and cruel anxiety has begun to die. Freedom for your This mule ain't from Moscow. This mule ain't from the South. Well, this mule's had some learning, mostly mouth to mouth. This mule could be called stubborn and lazy, but in a clever sort of way, this mule could be working, waiting, and learning and planning for a sacred kind of day. A day when burning sticks and crosses is not mere child's play, but a madman in his most incandescent bloom, whose loveless soul is imperfection and his most lustrous groom. So stand fast, young woman. Soothe in contemplation thy burning hole and aching thigh. Your stubbornness is of the living, and cruel anxiety has begun to die. Stand fast, young old mule. Stand fast. Hey, man, who dropped my typewriter? That's really something. Yeah, I know it ain't no good. gotta cut out. I really do, man. I got a lot of work to do. Is it 9, 10?
When's the city throwing you out? When they come?
I don't know when they're coming, man. They may come in the morning. Who's know? How you gonna know? The guy just may open the front doors and just let them do me in. Where's my hammer? Is it on the stairway?
No, it's over there.
Where? Well, do we have a little problem? Because I ain't gonna make it easy, baby. I'm not gonna make it easy. No, no, no. I'm gonna put it near up with,
Can you help the window?
yeah, that's the first thing.
Why are you nailing up the window?
Well, it's the bars, they've already been cut up front. See, you can see out down the bottom. If I'd have seen that, I wouldn't even moved in. Leave a place where they're gonna dump my stuff in the streets. There's a base costs thousands of dollars. There's a set costs $700 right there. This part right here. Here's a thing here. Now dig. This is a Gerard. You heard of the Gerard? That's the best one there is. Now, if I'd have stayed where I was before the city okayed my moving plans, my lease, they would have had to move me. So to me, the city is the one that's responsible for this. I still stand on that. And if I had a fair trial with a judge and with an attorney in court, I think I'd have won this case. I mean, it looks like junk it's thrown away naturally because it's not unpacked. But my whole life since I was a baby is in all these boxes. My music, everything I got. This is music Lionel Hampton's band played. Mingus Fingers. This is a big hit. It's the original title, Harris Mingus Fingers. You dig? No, I don't. No, I'm kind of drunk with the questions and all that right now. When I think about if somebody gonna come and take my stuff, I believe I have to start a war, man. I get some winos or something down there on 3rd Avenue. I get somebody together. That shouldn't be hard. For a bottle of wine. Sounds sad, doesn't it? Hitler probably did the same thing. A bunch of winos. Let's kill the Jews. That's probably how simple it was. You probably took all the derelicts, sick, tired people. What was his reason? Do you remember his reason? He gave a reason. He said he saw them take his store, his part of some other store. Only about the Jews don't own the city, do they? Do they?
Just about.
New York City? Well, there's some tough cats then. I'm thinking about, because most of my backing is by Jews. I mean, one side fights me. It seems like there must be about 3 sides of Jews. There must be those scuffling and those ain't scuffling. That means they must be people. Because right now, the company I'm starting now is backed by some people of the Jewish faith. So that means they must be against those that are trying to hurt me. So I'm starting to see what life is really about. This is what you just said then. If they just about own the city, I know that's funny you said that, 'cause I got a letter from Mr. Cohen today, who was president of the borough of the city of Manhattan. I ain't know what he meant. He bought a record. And so he was glad I bought, really. I didn't know he existed, but the president from the borough of Manhattan bought a record. I got to look at his name. Is that a Jewish name, Cohen? Al Capone, Cohen? Well, I'll figure out who it is. I'll beam him in the face with a sack of money. I'll take his daughter and sell her back to him, if necessary. I'm serious. That's what, I mean, I can't kill the cat because it's not my bag. Blood is not my bag. But broads is my bag. Even as old and fat as out of shape I am, I can take his broad from him. Because he's probably too busy. I'll take his broad and I'll sell her back to him. I'm serious. With no education, it's a bitch to try to figure out the society and the system. You have enough wine, man. We all have good wine. Carolyn?
Somebody would be around. Put in your jacket, Sergeant. What are you supposed to...
Mr. Mingus, what do you think of this eviction today?
I think America is beautiful. I think that for the first thing, there was no attorney on trial for me when they gave me this eviction notice. And the next thing is that it's illegal what they're doing because, oh man, that's a drag. Well, I've been trying to get a place to build a school for about 5 years. I've been pushed around by this state with corruption. The cats taking payola, asking me to move. I've written the governor, I've written the president about it and everything, you know.
Why are you being evicted?
I had no idea, really.
What did you want to do here? Did you live here or what?
No, I was building a school here.
You were going to school here?
Building a music school.
I see. How do you feel about this action today with all your things out in the street?
I hope that the communists blow you people up, man. You dig? That's where I am. Red China.
Who do you feel is treating you unfairly?
It can't be all these badges, can it? They are watching, they think they're doing it. They put myself in the streets.
I just want to talk to you. Hell with it. Get us the hell out of here. Come on, get the hell out of here with it. That's all, get it out of here. You want to hear that, don't you? You're into something else. What?
Well, I'm getting old and, you know, there's no place to work, so I want to build a school. It meant a lot to me. It meant a chance to learn more, to improve myself, and also teach kids.
Music school.
Yeah.
You're certainly one of the top men in the field. Do you think you could teach somebody something?
Like right now? Oh, I'm learning. I'm learning something to teach them now. About the country, that's for sure.
But one could make a real contribution to jazz.
Who could?
You could.
I don't know.
I mean, as a teacher rather than as a straight musician.
That's what I wanted to do. I felt that it needed to at least be passed on. Max Roach, I had Buddy Collette. I had some great guys to teach with.
You don't know where you're going from here then, Charlie, huh?
You're the Department of Sanitation, is that right?
Yes, we're from the Sanitation Department.
You normally collect the furniture of a person that's evicted, is that it?
Yes, we store it for 30 days.
I see. What do you, because the Department of Sanitation, what branch did you say? Or?
Bureau of Encumbrances.
Where would we go down in there?
Down on Madison Street, 134 Madison Street.
There, but like a warehouse down there?
We have a warehouse, yes.
You're going to go and collect all the stuff. There's a lot of other stuff upstairs, too, or it's just...
Well, we only take one load a day.
There's sheets of music all over the floor that people are stepping on.
I did take them. I haven't taken them in years.
How long ago did you have them?
The date's on.
See, 18, 16.
I went through a diet, and I was very nervous, so the doctor gave me vitamin D. My wife was a nurse, so she gave me that.
Where's your wife from?
Where is she?
She's a nurse, you said? What, the city hospital?
No, she's Mount Sinai.
No, Mount Sinai?
Yeah. She was. That's why they gave me that, for her to give me the shots. It's cheaper that way.
And what's this name here? That's true.
Did he live here?
No, he didn't live here. It was a
Johnny.
studio that he worked in.
We just use this as a studio?
Yeah. Well, he was really able to use it as a studio. He could never set it up.
Why is that?
Because he discovered shortly after he was in there that nobody recognized his presence there. So before, he didn't want to set up the whole place when he thought he might get thrown out from day to day. And he consulted with a number of lawyers, NAACP, core lawyers, private lawyers, all kinds of people. And no one was able to do anything about it.
Charlie, do you think you're being persecuted because you're a jazz musician?
No, I think I'm really being helped. I really think I'm being helped.
In what way?
I don't know. I think that maybe people get to see what's going on. The so-called jazz musician's life. So maybe this really the police are helping me. I don't really know. That's one of the. That's what this one said.
Why are you being arrested?
They want to. I got some hypodermic needles in the box that was given to me by the district attorney's brother, Dr. Joe Q, and some other pills.
Do you deny taking the heroin?
What?
Did they accuse you of taking heroin?
No. They know I don't take no heroin. That's not my style.
What's your style, Charlie?
Street life. I don't have a school, man. You know, teach kids not to do that, if anything.
Make sure you basically leave it. Mr. Mingus, please.
I need more than that.
Mr. Mingus,
I need more than
being made by the agent, bro.
Where are you taking it out?
Real gentle, huh?
Dave?
Where's your partner?
Get out of my way!
Get out of my way, you idiot! You're back in me, pal.
Behave yourself.
Push down here. You walk back. Damn it. Don't push me, pal. Where's your press card? I'm not kidding you either. You walked in my way twice. I don't know why.
Mike, over here. Mike, Mike. Come on, sit down and behave yourself. You got $1 million for publicity. Come on, Charlie. Make $100,000. There's another magazine upstairs. What's it doing upstairs? Well, I gave it to you.
I think that for the time and what it portrayed, that it was something that had to be recorded, and thank God it was, and that we have this product at this time. I don't mean product like product, but that we have this film for others to see and perhaps learn something from it as the time goes on.
Lovely Man. Well, next week, a film that took 20 years in the making and which explores the rhythms and images of modern America, seen through the eyes of radical free jazz musician Ornette Coleman. That's at 10:45 next Tuesday.
I didn't know you used a conditioning shampoo.
I don't.
I didn't know you used one of those fancy shampoos.
I don't.
I didn't know you used the same cream shampoo as me.
I don't.
New Head & Shoulders lathers so much better, smells so much fresher, and leaves hair looking so good. If you thought it was just an unbeatable dandruff shampoo...
Don't.
With Crown Plus 2, you can do anything you like. If you like it, crown it.
Pay the gas bill, change the baby, write a book, pay the baby, change the... Oh, a blue lion.
Why do it the hard way, Pam? Gyrobank will save you postage and keep you up to date with frequent statements.
So that's the way to do it.
Gyrobank. Bill paying simply more convenient.
What rhymes with convenient?
Night, Mum.
Night, boys.
Mum, are my cricket things ready?
Cricket things? You mean these? Oh, now you tell me. Well, you'll just have to wear them dirty.
Oh, Mum, it's the team photo tomorrow.
Well, you'll just have to fold your arms.
Oh, Mum.
Thought you said he could fold his arms.
Well, if I can't get this out in one go, he'll still have to.
She's right. If she uses an ordinary biological powder on fibre-deep stains like blackcurrant juice, one wash may not be enough. But let's go back and start again, this time with New Bold 3. New Bold is a boosted biological powder with a penetrating power to clean fibre-deep stains. First time, more of the time. Leaves things soft, too.
Bye, Mum.
Oh, don't forget your kit.
Thanks, Mum. You should do it.
New Bold 3 cleans first time, more of the time.
We've been getting so many visitors to our exhibition centre at Sellafield. Our doormat lasted just 18 months. I don't reckon the new one will see out a year.
I'm always game for that just-cooked taste. Don't you insist on Walker's crisps?
Passion flared. It was the way I'd always known it would be. My lips touched, and I knew I'd found the love of my life. A hint of cinnamon, a top note of autumn apple intoxicated me. Layer upon layer of flavor caressed the air. My heart was in a whirl.
Richly aromatic, subtly satisfying Erinmore. It's love at first pipe.
And that's all we have for you tonight, with the time now coming up to 24 minutes past midnight. Tomorrow night you might care to join us at 9 o'clock for Odyssey, which takes us to the opium fields of Thailand and the Great Canal of China, among other places. And at 10 o'clock, a programme marking the 40th anniversary of the partition of Indian subcontinent. Division of the Hearts, which provides a sobering eyewitness account of what was possibly the greatest migration in history. Well, from all of us for now, here at Channel 4, let me just wish you a good night.